Hey guys, Raid0AU and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is episode 23 and heading back up to our capital vessel. I've done a little bit of work off camera on it, not too much, but yeah, did a little bit of work on there. Where is it? There it is, it's around here. So we'll go and have a look. Trying to keep it as small as possible, but you know, there's only so it can only be so small because of some of the stuff you need to have in it, and also some of the things that I want to be able to do with it as well. So you'll see it's looking a little bit different. Haven't done the front end yet, but did a bit of shaping at the back there, which looks okay. I mean, basically nothing particularly special. Added this on top here. This just enables me to bring my small vessel in. Bit of a tight squeeze, but it's okay. And that's docked. Turn that off now. And helmet on, jetpack on. There we go. So yeah, so I added that in. This here basically also provides it some protection where we to be shot at from the front. So it just adds a little bit of protection for it. I will texture these and things like that at some point, but want to get the basic ship up and built first, and then we can look at a bit more of the design side of things. Now this section here is then going to be an elevator down to this area here. Now one thing I did do is I moved the core, so the core used to be here right behind the cockpit there, which I'll probably get rid of that cockpit, and I've put the core in here. Now the only thing that probably will do is it might make a difference on the map showing which way the arrow's going. I'll just have to have a look at that once we've got it up and running. If necessary, then basically what I'll do is I'll replace it again and just reorientate it. I have added some fuel into here, so basically I should be able to turn my jetpack off and move around because we've got a gravity generator in here now. Okay. Now, one thing I did do was I made us a food processor. Turn that around, that can just go there. And also a tier 2 fridge, which can probably go just above it. Just there. What else have I got here? Got some landing gear. I've got doors, elevator blocks. Alright, so we want to place the elevator block in here. We'll just turn our jetpack on so we can get back up there. Go. So I'll bring this down to here at the moment. Not sure exactly how far down that will need to go. Oh, am I missing one? Must be missing one here. Let's have a look. Yep. That one there. Alright, up we go. And then that will come out to there. go and stick a door in here. Just like that. That's better. So now what I need to do is I need to work on this front section. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of that. Don't need it there. Jetpack on. I'm just trying to work out how I am going to do this. So you can see I've extended that one out just a touch. So that one comes down like that. Alright. Well, you know, when in doubt, easiest thing is just to start placing blocks. So I can come down there. Now, I don't really want that. Do I want it that wide? Yeah, kind of do. So what we can do is just extend that out to there. I'm only working on the one side at the moment just so I can... this is a good side to work on because the sun's on it, so it's kind of easy to see what you're doing. Now, the one thing I do want, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of all of this. This will just give me more of an idea of the space I'm working with. And this is where I was saying I'm not sure how far I need that elevator to come down. Probably need it to come down that far at least, but... Alright, let's just work on this side. And the one thing I was thinking was, what am I going to do about landing gear? And I'm thinking what I might do is... we'll just rotate that one around. There. Do I want it there? Probably there. Probably want it on the very corner. And I'm probably going to want it on this corner here. Another block there, block there. So how far down does that take it? That takes it. Yep, it's fine. There, there. And then what we want to do is we want to come in here. It's a bit hard to see because we're in the shadow now. And that one there, we want to take that one out. And we want to put just a normal block in there, like that. Yep. And then we want to do the same on this side, so get rid of that one. Put a normal block in. And get a wedge in there. Alright. There's a reason I'm going to want these like this. And the reason being that basically what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to get my hover vessel in from behind here. Shouldn't be too much of an issue because I've got a I think I've got a double floor in the bottom there, so I can cut one of those out, and that will give me plus the heavy landing gear. Now remembering that I've still got the front to do here, so there'll be another one out the front here, coming out to the same level, and yeah. So, what do I want to do with these ones? I want to do those maybe. You can't really do those, can you? What happens if I take that one out, put that in there? It's not going to work. So as you can see, guys, a bit of trial and error, just trying to get things to look right, or to where you're happy with them. Now those heavy landing gear are 2x2, so we could probably stick with this design just for the moment. Let's get over here. Should have done these inside ones first. Made it a lot easier to see. Alright, so that's going to be the landing. Just not overly happy with the fact that it's just square. I'm not sure what else I can do there. I mean, I could, you know, put slopes back in like that. But you know, I don't think that's gonna... It's just not gonna look right, I don't think. And plus the fact we don't want too much height on it. You know what, let's give it a go. It needs to be done on both sides if we're going to do that. Just for symmetrical purposes. And then at the back here, once again, it's pretty hard to see because of the shadows. And there we go. Do that. one in. Put that one in. What does that look like from a distance? I'm not overly happy with it, I'd have to say, but now bring the heavy landing gear in. So you see here how it's 2x2, so and we want that. Yeah, like that. And then that one can go there. We could, if we wanted to, let's have a look at it from this side. Just to protect the landing gear a little bit. Oh, I need those ones, don't I? We could do that. And that just protects the landing gear a little bit. Doesn't add any extra height, which is okay. And then we'll stick a corner in there. So then the landing gear is all enclosed. We'll put some lights or something on there. Yeah, that'll probably work. That'll probably work. It's probably okay. The only concern will be with turrets. No, that's fine. If anything gets that close to it, though, it's then the turrets aren't doing their job anyway. The turret should be able to shoot from a lot farther away than, like, if anything gets in this close, that it's underneath that, it's a bit of a problem. Well, it's already a problem, so... Alright. Alright, so that works. And that's going to give us some room underneath here to be able to bring... I'm not going to put this side in at the moment. I will eventually, but I'm just going to leave it like that for the moment, just so I can visualize it. So that should give us room, and I can cut out some of this here going forward. I'm pretty sure I've got a double floor. What? Yeah, I've got a double floor, so I can cut some of that out. And how much do I need to cut out? That's the center one. Ooh. I haven't got that many charges left on this, so... It's probably as far as we need to go back with that. Well, actually, no, it's not. We need to go all the way through. Because what's going to happen is basically it's going to come up into here, and then above that is going to be the cockpit area. So it's going to be fairly lengthy, but And I reckon 3 wide should be enough to allow it in. Alright, so that cuts that bit out. What we could do is we could slope those in. Luckily I've got one remove and repair charge left. Sorry guys, having just a quick drink there. And a bit of a dry throat. Had a bit of a flu thing the last week, so yeah, just getting over that. All good though. So as you can see, the design process that I tend to go through can be a little bit, I suppose, tedious would be one word to put it. I tend to spend a fair bit of time, especially with initial placement of blocks, once we've got it right, and that's why I'm kind of like that one side there. I'm not going to worry about putting the other side in. I'll do that off camera. But just think it's good to show the thought process maybe that's going through, and the fact that some of this stuff, it's very hard to, you can kind of visualize it, but it's very hard to be absolutely certain until you actually place the block. Once you place the block, you kind of look at it and go, no, that's not right, or yeah, that works. So yeah, it can be a bit of a pain, but rotate that one around to there, and then this one down here. I wish I had some light down here. You know what I'm going to do? Just quickly, I'm going to hop in here. It's better now, I can see what I'm doing. So this block, I want to get rid of this block, and what do we want to put in there? That one? Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it's that one there. I'm going to leave that bit square there. Alright, put the corner block in here. That one in. So effectively that's going to be the entrance. There goes the timer. That's going to be the entrance for the hover vessel. So the hover vessel is going to come through here, and it'll go up, then go up a ramp. So it'll be stored sort of around here somewhere, and then up above that, will, as I said, will be the actual cockpit. The cockpit doesn't have to be huge. Basically, what we need, all we need to put in there is we need to put in medic station, oxygen station. Thinking about the clone chamber, I reckon I need to put the clone chamber in there, because if I get killed on another planet, I don't want to be warped back to. I don't know if the clone chamber on a core will actually warp me back to a core, which would be a real problem. So yeah, we're going to have to put a clone chamber in there as well, and plus the cockpit. But that's really all we need in there. And in here, we've obviously got everything we basically need in there, so it's all good. It's all right. A little bit of progress made. I've been umming and ahhing about how I'm going to organise this. Getting the hover vessel. One thought I had would be to load it from the front. The only problem being that if we're getting shot from the front, the chances are the odd shot might go in there and just start destroying the hover vessel. So if we're coming in from the back here, then at least it's going to have protection at the front. So that's the thought behind it. Whether any of this works in practice when we put this into action, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? So, alright guys, I'm going to call the video here. Just a bit more on the capital vessel. We've probably got a couple more episodes on this before we get to fly it around the place, I would think. But yeah, working on it. Hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Ray0AU, signing out.